Hi guys, it's Anne. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am setting up my weekly spreads for the month of March, and I am continuing on with my Snoopy theme for my weeklies as well. For the first one, I decided to draw Snoopy in his little airplane just flying across the page, and my thought behind this was to have kind of like a banner behind the plane where I could write stuff. I also added in a mini calendar so I can see kind of what week I'm on. For the layout of the days, I just wanted to keep it simple and have a lot of free space so that I can write some notes and stuff into here as well if I need it. In the banner, I decided to have 3 separate titles. I have one section for goals, I have one for important information, and I have one for this week. I also decided to divide Saturday and Sunday so they kind of share one day, just because I don't tend to have as much to do on the weekends. For the coloring, I am using a mix of my watercolor brush pens and my Dualtip markers, and just to kind of bring some pop of color to the right hand page and not keep it all just black and white, I went over with my Stabilo fineliner and just added in some blue in the banner. For this next week, I wanted to keep it really simple, no boxes, no nothing, just titles and a lot of open space. And I gotta tell you that I am not digging this font at all. But you know, I started out with it, so I'm just sticking to it, and I actually decided to do more and more cursive after this because this font looked really good like when I just wrote like week, and once you start doing longer words than that, my skills are not good enough to make this look okay. So I'm just gonna have to live with this for now, but I'm keeping this font on the down low from here. I also added in Snoopy in one of the corners, and then Woodstock sitting on top of Snoopy's house in the other corner. Something that I noticed even like when I did my monthly setup with this theme is that you only have these pops of color in very specific areas, and for me it just looks kind of plain, and I wish that I could add in more color somewhere, but it just feels like I'm making it messy like the more I do with it. So I decided to kind of just leave it alone and just live with that there's a lot of white space. I'm not particularly fond of it, but I'm gonna accept it. Moving on to week 11, there is a lot of boxes going on this spread, like a lot of boxes. So I have one box for each day of the week. I have one box for my meal plan. I have a this week's section. I have one section for goals, one for important information, and one for notes. Then I have Snoopy sleeping at the top of the page, and I added in a red drop shadow under each and every one of the boxes just to bring in some color. Moving on to week 12, I started off with messing up. I wrote March 18th through 25 instead of 19th through 25, and that's bothering me, but I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it alone because I'm not in a mood to fix things. So I kept this one really simple. I just have 7 boxes, one for each day of the week, and then I have this adorable Snoopy drawing, and he's badass. Can you look at him? He's like adorable and badass at the same time, and that's hard to do. So hats off to you, Snoopy. Hats off to you. So once I color in his shirt and the grass, we're good to go. For this last week, I kept with my boxes. I added in 6 boxes on one side and 3 boxes on the other side, so that I have 1 box for each day of the week. I have 1 box for goals and I have 1 box for notes. Then the extra blank space that I have on the right hand page, I added in a section for tasks and then a drawing of Snoopy and Woodstock just hugging it out. I am also adding in a red drop shadow on each and every one of the boxes just to bring some sort of pop of color into this. And that is actually it for today, guys. Here is a final flip through. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click that subscribe button. I post new videos every Saturday. Thank you for watching and happy planning.